Set up. That's okay. Okay, hopefully that's okay. I'm not sure what the quality's like this time, but we are live again. Okay, it's 8:30, so we're about to start. We're doing mountscapes today. I'm going to try not to let it drag on like last time. It was 40 minutes. I was expecting 20. But that's fine. We'll see how that goes. What time is it? 8:30. Anyone got any questions at this point? No, not yet. No issues. Okay, right. I'm gonna crack on. You'll also notice that I'm wearing a different color legging, spats, because it looked like you couldn't see so well last time. Okay, so mount position. We're going to do a few escapes, not loads and loads and loads. There are lots, but I'm going to show you a couple that work for me over and over and over. Okay, so if Sam comes in, has mount on me. Now this isn't my favorite technique, but it is a good one, and it links on from last class. So Sam has mount on me. Yeah. Okay, this position. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab her hips and pull her down on top of me. Okay, if I was fighting MMA, I'd have to do that. Okay, if I try to start shrimping and working and trying to get out in MMA, she's going to be punching me in the face. Okay, so if you just like up, don't hit me, but if you start putting punches towards me, right, and all the time I'm trying to get out and I'm eating a load of punches, okay, it's not going to work. So in an MMA fight, I'd pull her down and clinch immediately. Okay, that way help it. I'm also going to do the same thing for this technique, but I'm going to take her over at 2 o'clock. I might take a 10 o'clock so you guys can see what's going on actually. Okay, so I'm going to buck up with my hips and pull on her hips, but instead of pulling her on top of me, I'm going to pull her over my shoulder. Here. Okay, that's going to allow me, now I've got both feet into the floor, my bum's off the floor, and I can turn and shrimp out this way, which gives me enough space to bring my knee up the middle. Okay, as you can see. Then my other leg goes over the top. And what position are we in? We're in single leg X. Okay, I'll try it from a different angle. Let's see. Sam's over here. I'm going to do it on the other side. Okay, I'm going to do it on the other leg. Okay, so from here, I'm going to buck, take her over my shoulder, here to the side. Okay, stiff arm. I took her over. I stiff arm to create a frame with my hips out and my knee in to fill that gap. Please don't knee your partner in the privates. Okay, please be careful. Okay, nice to get that knee through. At this point, she's now going to be on defense because I'm under her hips. I've escaped the mount. I'm back to a guard position, and I'm under the hips. Take this over. If you're struggling to get this leg over, you're going to have to make up for some hip mobility with your own personal mobility. Okay, you're going to have to move yourself around, and that's just going to take skill and practice. But a nice big hip pivot round to here, and your foot can move nice and easily. Okay, I'll show you again. So we're here, and it is a really simple technique once you practice it. You buck up, pull them over the shoulder. My arms are stiff to create the space. Hips away. Knee goes in easily. Foot goes over easily. You see that I'm moving quite a lot of pretty good mobility here. Then we've got the foot, and we can do our standard finish. Okay, any questions on any of this? Let's have a look. No, all looks no questions so far. Okay, do you want to give that a quick go? See how you get on with it? Everything coming through all right? Any feedback at all? Okay, I'm going to assume you're all right with that. Do you want me to show it again? Do you need to see it from any different angle or anything like that? No? Okay. Right. So that's one that I will use if I can't use my favorite escape, which is what I'm going to show you now. Okay. My favorite escape is to regard. It's quite a common technique. I might have some details that you may not use so. So maybe I can. Oh, can I show it again? Okay, yeah, no worries. I'm going to show that technique again, then I'm going to go onto my next mount escape. Okay, so for Robin, move this way. Okay, so I'm under mount, hand on the hips. I'm going to buck her up like this, using my hips. Okay, I'm also going to pull with my hand to pull her down. Okay, but I'm going to take her over my shoulder. Okay, so normally you pull on top of you here, but I'm going to pull her that way now, over my shoulder. Okay, use my hips to do most of the work, my hands to guide her. Once she's here, my arms go stiff to create a frame, and I shrimp. Put my knee up the middle. If you're doing it on your dad, don't kick him in the privates. Okay, from here. Now my foot's going to go over her hip. That might be a struggle. You're going to have to hip pivot. There's a reason we do these in class at the beginning when I'm going to make you guys hip pivot. This is one of the areas where you might use it. Here, and now we can pack the leg. Okay, buck up, pull them over your shoulder, knee up the middle, leg over into single leg X, leg lock. Okay, so let's do the mount escape I was telling you about. This is my favorite one. It doesn't end in a submission, so that would be better if I can end in a submission. But this is the one that works really well for me, because if someone's locked to you, they tied you up, chucking them over your shoulder to make space may not work. Okay, you're welcome, Robin. Trying to buck someone over your shoulder, probably not going to work if they're holding on to you. So I'll normally do this one first. If I can get some movement and I can chuck them over my shoulder, then I'll go for it. Okay. So Debbie McGee, what's going to be the best way for you guys to see the footwork here? Let's move ourselves around to this angle here. And let's move towards the door a little bit. Okay. Right, so what I want to do is I want to get my guard back. And I'm going to go quarter guard, half guard, full guard. I'm going to be a little bit involved with this and a little bit fussy on details because this is a fantastic technique and I've escaped many, many guards against good, big guys using this technique, okay? But I've also seen many people mess it up and not get it right. So let me go through the details to really make sure that we understand what we're trying to do and how we can get there. So in a nutshell, as I said, I want quarter guard. So I want to get a foot into a quarter guard. Then I want to get a half guard. And then I want to get my full guard. Okay. But it's not going to be as simple as that when your opponent's fighting back and resisting. Okay. So Sam has mount on me. If I can, I want my legs flat, or at least one leg flat. Okay, completely flat. If she seals me up, if you put both feet behind here, behind my bum or behind my legs, okay, and now I can't get to her ankle. Okay, it's going to be a bad day in the office. I will show you another technique on how to deal with this as well after this one, but we'll try this one first. Okay, so our leg is completely flat. I do not want her sticking her feet underneath. She tries to put her feet underneath. She can't. Okay, I want to use my knee to push her ankle out, but I can't do that from here. Okay, so I'm going to start creating a frame to push myself up. My forearm goes across. I couldn't sway it, but you can see the frame. Here's the frame. My forearm goes across her hips. Here, my hand cups her hip. My elbow blocks that hip. Super important detail. I'll go over that again in a minute. Okay, this elbow inside the leg. Hand on the hip, to back this one up. If you can't get there, maybe she's got a higher mount on me. You can still get there. You just need to work for it now. Okay, this you can do. Okay, that's going to hold her in place so she can't follow you, and you're going to have to wriggle and fight. It's going to be hard. Yeah, don't be in this position in the first place. The fact that you are, oh well, suck it up and get yourself out. Okay, you're here. Wriggle, get your elbow in. I've got little arms, okay, I get that, but she's smaller than me, okay, and I get my elbows in. Here. Now I'm good to go, okay? I'm gonna start wriggling that way while holding her back. Here, okay? The next part is I wanna push her knee out, push her foot out with my knee. Here, but I can't, okay? My leg's not very flexible in the hip maybe, okay? I mean, I can, I've got flexible hips, I can do this, right? But let's say I can't, okay? I need to get more on my side. If I get onto my side, like this, then I can push her ankle. I'm trying to get underneath it. I'm trying to get my knee under her ankle, okay? The problem is I've turned on my side. And she can take my back. So if you start bringing your left knee up my back, yeah, and she starts attacking me here, okay? So I'm going to keep my frame. This elbow here will stop her taking my back. I'm on my side now. If she tries to take my back, so to really try. Okay, she can't. My elbow is blocking it. My humerus bone here creates a structure, okay? It's not strength. I'm using my bone structure. She physically can't crush my bone in my arm by just driving forwards, okay? My bone here is stopping her coming forwards, and I'm tracking her. My elbow is going to track her hip. So I'll show you again as she tries to come up. The harder she tries, the more openings I get, like this, okay? Come back a second. Now, let me just make sure everyone's on board. I'm just going to read some comments if there is any. Make sure we're all okay with this. No comments. Everyone's happy so far, and it's a lot of detail, and there's going to be quite a bit more. But okay, right, let's get back to it. So we're framing. Okay, that will allow us to get up, to move away from her, stop her following. We're going to use that frame, and it's going to allow us to turn on our side so we can use our knees without her taking the back. Okay. So again, first thing I want to do is get my legs flat. Okay. Second thing I want to do is frame. Here. Now I reckon I'm out. Okay. At this point, I think I'm getting out. It's going to be hard for her to stop me. I've taken the time to set the preparation to get my leg flat, to get my frames in place. Maybe it's not that easy. So if you stop me get my legs flat and you stop me get my frames in, that's the battle. Getting my leg inside here, getting my frames in, that's the battle. Now that I've got those in place, now I can get out. Just got to follow the numbers. Okay. Here, she can't take my back as long as I track her. I can get my side and start pushing her ankle. Okay. If her foot was higher up my body, here, okay, I'm gonna use my frame to hold her while I wriggle up. To get my knee up to here and push. Okay, but if she keeps it flat, I'm gonna push it out, make her leg weak, push it as far as I can, make it weak. Now I catch it with my heel and pull it back in. And I absolutely understand, because I've done this technique with Gina before, that sometimes mobility issues could be a problem. Okay, you're gonna have to practice and work around it as best you can, I'm afraid. You may have some success by doing this, instead of by trying to push your knee a little bit, taking your foot and putting it inside their leg. You may get some success with that. Put your knee in first and then catch it. Okay, maybe that works for you, and you can absolutely try that. I don't find I have to. I just push until they're weak, then catch it. But if you wanted to try and lift it first, you could. Okay, so we've got our quarter guard, and it really is that simple. Okay, I'll demonstrate. Okay, don't let me get that. Do whatever you want, or don't punch me, but do whatever you want to stop me getting that. Okay, do not. If you can make me look silly on camera, that'd be perfect. Try and make me look silly. Okay, everyone's cheering for you now. Okay, there we go. It's difficult for her, and I'm not trying to embarrass Sam. I've put her in a bad position. I've got my frames in place. I'm on my side. My legs are inside. I've got inside position. It's difficult for her to stop me. Let's move back into the camera a little bit more. So quarter guard. Now the rest is relatively straightforward. Use her elbow to lift her knee. If they're big and strong, so if you really put some weight on it, and you don't think you can lift it, you probably can, but if you don't think you can, squeeze your knees together here, and twist your hips to start taking the pressure as well. This combined with this should lift it here. And you only need to take the weight off. You don't actually need to get it off the ground. Take some weight off and then get your half guard. Yeah. Now both hands inside. You can start attacking the underhook straight away if you're going to fight a half guard game. Okay, but I'm worried about being pinned and cross-faced and guillotine and everything else. So both my hands are going to come inside to defend myself first of all. Okay, I'm not going to let her get this foot back out. My leg's not being lazy. My legs are being controlled. As I twist myself in, my feet are here, stopping her from being able to step out again. She tries to get out. I'm riding that, but I'm turning over this way and then doing a massive shrimp here to get my feet back in. Okay, I can go to a closed guard, or I can go to a butterfly guard, or whatever sort of guard I want to use. Okay, so I'm going to do it again from the top. Hang on, there's a question there. Okay, so if you guys can read the comments. Later, if you watch this later, you won't be able to read the comments. Okay, so I'm just going to read out what Gina said, which is great. She said that we found playing with balance to make them light on the side was enough. Okay, that's great. Okay, so any of you that are with Gina, okay, she can go through that with you. And anyone with me, we can have a play with that another time. Okay. So one quick recap on that. Let's go. So I'm here, okay, legs inside and flat, at least one flat. This one's up, it's okay, but this one has to be flat. And get my frame. Once I'm here, it's a good chance that you are escaping, okay? So here, turn onto my side, being very careful to ride her hip with my elbow so she can't take my back. Now I can get into the position to push her ankle, catch it, or you could scoop it first, get your leg in, then catch it, okay? Now I'm gonna use my elbow and my legs to make her lighter, okay? Get my half guard. Hands inside, big shrimp, back to full guard. Okay, have a quick play. Let's have a look. It's quite technical, that. It's worth drilling and understanding that escape. I use it all the time. If I'm mounted, that's the escape I'm going to try. Okay. Sometimes they will seal you as well, which is even harder. And that's what I'm going to cover next. And then I'm going to call it a day on mount escapes, I think, because that's quite a lot of detail to take in. Okay, all right, I'm going to move on. So this time, I'll move away so you guys, because there's quite a lot of leg work and framing to see here. Okay, so I'm going to move away so you can get a good view of my hips. Okay, so Sam has mount on me, but this time she's sealed my hips. So if you lean forwards, yeah. So a real bad case is where she drives her hips into my stomach, puts her legs back behind us, put your knees behind you, yeah, and you cross your feet behind my legs, drive your hips forwards into my stomach, yep, and you put your hands wide, so you can't be rolled. Okay, this is a real bad place to be. Okay, she sealed me up here. I can't bridge her. Okay, her hands are massively wide for the airplane arms for base. This is a really bad place to be. Okay, I'm going to show you how to get out. It does work. Okay, and I've used it. I try to never be here. I try to have my legs flat. Okay, now one option you could do is to try and fight these feet inside. Sometimes that works. Okay, you can do that, and then boom, get my hands in and I'm back out again. Okay, that can work for you. Okay, but someone that's going to give me resistance, I mean, sounds being compliant with me. Someone's giving you resistance and they're fighting you and they're putting their forearms in your throat as well and trying to threaten you submissions. That can be hard to get. Okay, it can work and you can try that, absolutely. You can start stepping on their feet and trying to kill more part with your feet. Okay, and you can try that, sure. If that works, do the first technique, no problem. Okay, if you can't, I'm going to show you a different way to frame your way out. Okay, so bad position. Okay, here I am. Okay, I'm going to get to my frame position first. Here. Okay, what I did, I took my arm here, posted on her hip. That's okay, you keep weight on me. Yeah, so here, and just slid it underneath between my stomach and her hips. Okay, boom, that's one frame in. Okay, my other one here. But it's now not good enough, okay? I want to get, instead of getting my elbow in, okay, which I can't get to because her leg's down here, okay, I'm going to try and stiff arm her with 2 arms. I want, you know, see my face, so I want to get two arms stiff arming her, okay? So to do that, what I'm going to do, she's based out here, okay? I'm going to bring my feet up. I'm going to bridge up and invert here, okay? So I've gone up. I'm trying to stick my bum up almost to the sky. Not sometimes my back because I've got this arm into frame, okay, to stop her tracking me. But I'm going to go right up here, stick my bum to the sky, okay? So you put your hands wide, keep the balance, don't be rolled off, okay? When I go up high, that's going to give me the clearance to move myself away to get a stiff arm on her knee, okay? Which I might not be able to get right now, especially if she had that little bit higher. Here, now I'm weak here, okay? So I need to get a stiff arm in. I'm going to bridge up here and get my hand into stiff arm here, okay? Now it's relatively straightforward to escape. I've got 2 hands on the thigh. I can bridge and stiff arm my way out. Okay, now I appreciate Sam is a lot smaller than me, okay, but I'm going to get her to hold me as tight as she possibly can, and I'll show you, I'll do it relatively easily, okay, because I'm using my hips, and my hips are strong. I'm not bench pressing my way out, I'm using my hips to get out, okay. You have to take my word for it that I'm not using a lot of strength. You can't see. But next time you're down the gym, I'll show it to you. So here, got me sealed up, nice and tight, and stop and hold me, okay? Don't let me get out, okay? So I'm going to try and get my hand in. She's not letting me. She's not going to be able to stop me because I'm going to bridge and buck. Yeah, there's one. Okay. Now I want to get 2 hands on here, but in an inside position so I can stiff arm. So I'm going to bridge and twist with my bum to the sky and my face down. Stay on top, stay on top. Okay, here. Now I've got to here. I'm out effectively. She's going to try to stop me. Okay, but I'm just going to wriggle and shrimp and pop my way out. Okay, it's not that difficult. Of course, if someone's fighting back, it's going to be a lot harder. Don't be there in the first place. Really, if someone mounts you, glue your leg to the floor. Glue that right down. So if someone mounts you, get that flat. Okay, here. Don't do this. Okay, if you want to bridge, fine. Bridge with one leg. Okay, get this leg as flat as you can. If you go here and they sealed you up, you got to do the second escape, and it is much harder. Wriggle that in. Here, you want to get your hand in. You want to be here, but you can't. So you're gonna invert, put 2 hands on the hips, on the thigh. Now you can shrimp your way out. Look at the comments. Okay, now again, I absolutely understand mobility is an issue, or it could be an issue. And what I'm going to say is, in that case, you've got to try even harder to not be there in the first place. Okay, you don't want to be in a sealed mount. It's a real hassle. You don't want to be there. Okay, do your best to absolutely avoid that. Okay, so I've shown 3 mount escapes. Is there any questions on any of that so far? It's only been 20 minutes or so, and I'm happy with that because that's quite a lot to take in. I don't want to do like Monday where we went on for 40 minutes. If you've got any questions, fire them up now. Otherwise, I'm going to shut this down and call it a day. No? Okay. All right. I'm going to leave this up. So if you've got the link, you can come back and rewatch this. Hang on. What escape would you do if you had one leg flat? Did you turn up late, Robin? No, you didn't, because I just showed it. No worries, Kyle. If I got one leg flat, I'd do the first escape. If I got one leg flat, then I'm going to frame the hips, get my side, drive the knee in, hook it, half guard, full guard. No worries, Beck. Shane, what do you mean single leg X? I would do the single leg X if I found I had the mobility and I could chuck her over my shoulder. then I'll do the single leg X. Do you need to see it again? I mean, I can show it again quickly, but I've shown it a lot. All right, I'll show it anyway, really quickly. So Sam's on me. If I've got mobility, okay, maybe I can't get on top, I can't get my frames in or whatever. Like if she had a high mount on me here, I can't get my frames in very effectively. Maybe, I mean, I can, I'm gonna wriggle and get them in, but maybe I can't, okay? Maybe I can't get something going. Or I feel that her balance isn't great as well. I'll go over the shoulder here and attack the single leg X. Okay, just to recap again, Robin, we asked about the leg being flat. If she has mount on me, if I can get my leg flat, she can't seal me up. Okay, she's going to try and seal me, but she can't because my leg's glued to the floor. So then I'm going to go onto my side. Yeah. Okay, if I can get the leg flat, escape is much easier. Okay, because that escape's much easier than the sticking your bum in the air escape. Great. Cheers, Gina. I appreciate the feedback. Right, I'm going to call it a day. Thank you very much, everyone. I will see you in 2 days on Wednesday.